Hey, it's Paris. I am back with another video, and this is the campaign preview for Gears of War E-Day. I do want to thank Xbox, and I want to thank the Coalition for allowing me to get early access and hands-on time with the campaign preview for Gears of War. Now, as you were watching this video, I'm actually in Germany right now. I'm at Gamescom, so I'm recording this a few days early before I have to hop on a plane and head on over to Germany to check out everything I'll be seeing all week at Gamescom. Now, this video is not about Gamescom. This video is about Gears of War E-Day. And let me tell you, we're in the 20th year of Gears of War. This is the anniversary year for Gears of War. And the one thing that I've always wanted to see was Emergence Day. How did all of this start? When did the Locusts first come out of the ground? How did this war on the planet of Asera between the humans and the Locusts begin? And that's what the Coalition is delivering here. We've obviously seen it. It debuted at the June showcase. There's been the multiplayer beta, so people have had hands-on, with Gears of War E-Day. But this is the campaign. This is the thing that I wanted to see. This is what I wanted to play, the story. And excuse me if I say this name wrong, but the city of Kelowna, where all of E-Day is going to take place, where Emergence Day is going to take place, from the perspective of Bravo Squad, which, Marcus Phoenix and Dom Santiago are returning for that. So we kind of get to see their early, thoughts and just their point of view with dealing with the Locusts during Emergence Day. So let's just cut right to the chase, hands-on with it. I mean, what has the Coalition been able to do with this game? Now, this is a preview. This is not a review. So I'm going to be very broad just in my impressions about this. So what is the first thing? I play this on PC. And let me tell you, Coalition using Unreal Engine 5, the visuals are just outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. The lighting on this is great. Didn't encounter any weird technical bugs or issues in this preview, and the Coalition, again being a preview, will continue to iterate and improve on this, but it for the most part was a very smooth experience for me. And like I said, just visually stunning, being able to see what the Coalition has been able to do with E-Day. Now, gameplay wise, again, I've been playing Gears of War since the beginning, back in 06. So as we already know, they have made changes to the gameplay as far as the way that you're controlling your character. So there's no longer the roadie run, and that was like I had the muscle memory wanting to press the A button, and that's not what you do anymore. You're holding down the left stick, right? Weapon wise, everything felt pretty good. The weapons felt the way that they should. It's interesting because it plays like Gears of War, but they've made changes. Like there's the verticality to it now. There's the way the cover system works now. You have destructible cover. You can even have partial cover get destroyed to where you only have half of it, and now your gear, he'll like Marcus, he'll duck and he'll get behind what cover is still left, right? Like I mentioned before, the verticality. So now you can go up and over things. You can hop into the back of a truck. You can jump, from ledge to ledge, things like that. But like I said before, overall, just really solid gameplay on the encounters that I had with the Locusts. They were very fun. So I do have to say, I started playing this on normal through my first playthrough. And let me say this part as well. So what we got to play was Act 2. We got to play all of Chapter 1 of Act 2, which is called Bravo Squad. And then we played just the first part of Chapter 2, which is called Hold the Line. And then you'll get to a certain section, because at that point you're truly in the open district area of Kelowna, for lack of a better term, where now you have more freedom and movement around in the city on what you'll encounter and do. And I'll get into more of that in just a second. But they'll get you to a certain point, and then they'll stop. Hey, the demo's over. You can start over. So anyways, my point on this is I played through multiple times. So my first playthrough was on normal, just to get through it, get used to it, see how the weapons feel, the movement, all of these things, how does the cover system work, just getting a good feel for it. Then I bumped it up to hardcore, and definitely a ramp up of difficulty. I had to be more strategic about how I traverse, and you did not have co-op in this, so this is truly just a single player experience. So like I said, hardcore mode, felt good. I liked the difficulty that hardcore mode had, which, as I'm thinking about it, when I do this for the full review, I'll probably play this in hardcore mode when I'm playing solo. And then there's insane. And yeah, I died a lot. You will not be seeing that capture footage at all, because I mean, I'm getting one-shotted. When the boomers come through, it's just complete slaughter, all of that. So definitely insane is something that I'm gonna want to do 4-player co-op with Bravo Squad. I think that'll be a lot of fun with 3 of my friends running through that and just doing that whole difficulty. So overall, again, game feels good, play feels good. So like I mentioned, the first chapter, you know, is more linear, but then once you get to chapter 2 and you get to the open district area of the city, like I said, there you have your main objective, but there are secondary objectives as well, and they aren't necessarily pointing you directly to a secondary objective, and they are optional, by the way. But the incentive to do these secondary objectives, like say you had to rescue some people out of a store, right, or you had some cogs that were pinned down, and you're helping them with a firefight. When you complete that secondary mission, you'll get an incentive like a gun mod or something like that. And that's kind of the thing now that we've already learned during the open beta, that you will get upgrades to your weapons. You will get mods to your weapons. You can kind of spec out your loadouts. There'll be stations throughout the city where you can respec yourself and do loadouts, add upgrades, things like that. So I'm really excited to dive into that and kind of customize my cog or my gear, however you want to pronounce it, to my specifications, how I'm going to want to play it, right? Obviously, that's very key in the multiplayer beta, but even in the campaign, I definitely can see advantages to that, especially when we're playing on insane mode, 4-player co-op. You're probably going to want a healer in the group, things like that, right? You're going to want someone that's shooting long range, and just, up close melee, all these different things that you're going to want to customize and play with through this. So I'm very excited to really dive more into the city, see the destructible environment, see how the story plays out. There's definitely already some fun Easter eggs that are in there. I won't spoil them here. I'll wait till obviously everyone gets a chance, to play the final game, and then we can really dive into some of the Easter eggs and spoilers. But I will say this, for a preview, I'm impressed. Obviously, this is all subject to change. Who knows how the final game will play out, how the story will play out. But from the hour to hour and a half that I've got to play, going through Act 2, a lot of fun. And then, like I said, I've done multiple playthroughs. And I will mention, I did install it on the Xbox Series X. I just wanted to see what it looked like on the Series X. I played briefly on the Series X. Console-wise, looked fantastic as well. But I did primarily play on my PC, and just so people understand the specs, i9 processor, 64 gigs of RAM, and an RTX 5090 GPU. So I had all the bells and whistles, ultra settings on, and like I said, looked absolutely stunning and fantastic. So in short, October cannot get here soon enough. I cannot wait to get my hands on the full game of Gears of War E-Day. This was good though. So again, I'm at Gamescom right now. I don't want to drag this on too long, other than to just say this has been a hands-on preview for Gears of War E-Day, a campaign preview. And I like what I see so far. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave comments. Let me know what you think. And yeah, I will talk to you again real soon. Thanks for watching.
All clear. Let's not keep Charlie waiting.